at the racetrack. Got the car loaded up, or in the trailer still, not in the pits yet. So gotta sit here and wait a little bit. It's a little bit later than normal. We're now to the summer start times, the spring start times, just because it gets darker sooner, right? They start racing sooner, so we don't get out you know, in the dark as much. Or actually, the spring start times, we normally got out when it was still light out. So normally now we'll probably see it be a little bit darker by the time we race. We're the last race tonight. We're going 75 laps, back to the normal deal. I'm looking forward to it. We've made a few changes, and looking forward to try those out and see what happens. So we'll sit here, and we got about 30 minutes till the pit window opens to get our pit passes, and then we got another hour to sit here before they open up the gates. So we'll have a fun time, pull out a chair, and enjoy the sunshine. Should be a good day. So we're done with qualifying and practice. The changes that we made since last time, I feel like did us well. I feel better, and you know, it's just still I think a little bit of loose feeling. We still, you know, we're around 2.5 inches of stagger, which is on the higher end of where we want to be. But I felt all right. Ran a bunch of laps, tried some things, and felt all right. Well, we're not to qualify. And after last week, you know, I'm just being a little loose. You know, I just kind of whatever to expect. We went back down to 2 laps for qualifying after the first few races being 3 laps we had for qualifying. And went out there and just was tight. Now, I don't want to blame all that on the tires, because we were hitting the racetrack. I don't know if, yeah, I might have messed that up myself. I don't know with some of the changes we made in practice, but frustrates me because we went slower. I need to look at the times. I kind of think everyone went slower, but it's I haven't looked at them, so it's probably not the case. But just frustrates me. The car feels better, but you just don't get nothing to show for it, or you just mess stuff up. So I'm just pissed because I want to keep trying to get better. And right now, it's just in qualifying, I feel like it's always the best thing you can do, just go out there and execute and have your stuff where you need it to be. And not the case 2 weeks in a row, so it's just frustrating because need to, you know, qualify better to, you know, not have to pass cars that I shouldn't have to pass. So back in that same situation again. I ended up 12th of 16. Only got 16 cars here this week. A handful of them are at Owasso for the CRA race. So anyway, alrighty, so we're just moving on to the second features for all the other classes. We made a few adjustments and kind of gone over our tires, and it's still just kind of frustrating because the tires just are moving around. Like, it's just hard to predict what we're gonna see when we come in, what they're gonna be like out on the track. So we made our best guess at what they're gonna do and put air pressure and put them on the car where we think they're gonna best do what we want and need them to do. So we'll see how that goes. I start 12th, like I said, qualified 12th of 16. Invert was 11. I still don't really care to hit the invert. I don't think we're good enough yet to use the invert for anything. Actually, if we were to get the invert, it'd put us in a worse spot because you're just trying to play defense, and you hate to be a rock falling through the field because it's just hard. You get hit by debris, right? So when you're falling through, you'll hit a fish or something, and that fish is trying to swim, and then you'll just get wrecked. So I'm fine with being where we're at. You know, I have good guys in front of me. Just need to be patient, you know, go with the flow here. Hopefully, like I said before, everything feels right, and we can just get into a rhythm and work it out. 75 laps, 16 cars. I mean, it's the least amount of cars we've had. This is kind of what we had last year. So we'll see what we come out with yeah, hopefully it's exciting and we have another good finish and can learn something from it. So we'll get into it, see how it goes.
Second, guys, I'm down here with Nathan Coaster, 18 years old, out of Middleville. Nathan, graduation on Thursday from high school, and here you are Saturday strapped into your super late. What a crazy week. How's it been for you?
Well, it's been good. I'm definitely looking forward to being out of school for the summer and getting some time to focus on the racing and what's to come in the future. But as of right now, still got some work to do on the car. Definitely want to, I'm starting next to Brian Campbell due to the invert, but I'd like to be able to race with him up through the field. But I think I got a little bit of work to do. Just looking for a solid night tonight.
Top 10 in your class. You're headed to Grand Valley State University to study mechanical engineering. Congratulations. How much work did that take for you to focus on racing, but also school and get set to go into engineering?
Man, I just feel so lucky because honestly, I'm very fortunate. School came easy to me. And to be able to do racing is just kind of the excitement that I'm very lucky to do as well. So everything comes together good for me, and I'm just lucky to be here.
Good luck to Nathan Coaster, and those of us who went to school for podcasting are very jealous of that guy right there saying school went easy. So,
Alrighty, well, 2 weeks in a row we have no GoPro footage. They told us kind of like last minute we're gonna do on-track driver intros, which that shouldn't matter, but we just simply forgot to turn the GoPros on. So, yeah, well, we just don't have the right system of how we get stuff done yet, apparently, which is kind of the way things keep happening, of not being able to get everything done. We're so focused on getting in the car, trying to get all that stuff done, make sure I'm ready to go, and then my dad has to get up in the spotter stand. So, by the time we get all that stuff done, it's kind of, he has to, it's a long walk / hike up to the top of the stands to get up there. So that just, we just got to figure out a better way to get that done so we make sure the GoPros get turned on and beforehand right there, they're charged in the right setting. So yeah, unfortunately, everything was good, ready to go. But anyway, I probably will have had put some of the flow broadcast in there just for something. Anyway, the race went pretty well. Started, 12th, and just wanted to buy some time at the start. Knew some guys from the front were probably going to slide their way on back, so I just wanted to be ready for them with tires that I knew I could get around them with. So did just that. A few laps in, I don't know, it might have been 20 or so. Car in front of me, Chris Shannon, he I think lost his rear end. It smelled like rear end fluid, and he was right in front of me, and it made an absolute mess of the car, all up the hood, the windshield. I don't know if you can probably tell from the inside. It was not pleasant to look through. I backed off a good ways just because I was afraid if it really let go and really put more fluid down, that one, it would get slick. But luckily enough, black flagged him and he pulled off right away. If he would have stayed out another lap, I guarantee you I would have been screwed because I wouldn't have been able to see. Because at the very start, it just kind of like are raindrops on your windshield, and then as you continue going, it starts to streak, and if I had any more on there, I would have been blind. So good thing, was able to keep going through that mess. Just kind of slowly, steadily, just kind of pecked off a few cars and ended up around 9th, 10th there at the very end, and I ended up 9th, but was kind of racing around 10th, and kept choosing the outside, which is, I don't think I'd ever really restarted on the outside, or chose the outside yet at Berlin, but I did like 4 times last night just because it's the way it worked out. I wasn't really wanting to give up spots or anything, so ended up out there, made it work, made up some spots, had a good run at the end, just trying to get by the 66 and 8 Walton. Wasn't able to get by him, I just didn't have the car. I was too tight on exit, but we've made positive changes in terms of being able to get in the corner and have confidence. Getting into turn 3 with the big bump that's there. I just got a little bit more work to do to help try, and we still have drive off. It's just hard to get the car to turn and utilize the drive off. When you wait as long as I feel like I had to this past race, it just wasn't good. So Obviously, I don't know if I showed this. I may have not have because the car was in the trailer, but ran the American flag number for Memorial Day weekend here. Just want to do something different, obviously, you know, holiday weekend. So I want to experiment this next weekend with taking that off to the white number. About next time we race will be, or after that will be the weekend before July 4th. So probably put that back on. It looks pretty cool. So just always thinking about everybody that allows us to do what we do. And like I said, you know, we'll keep working. It sucks to have 2 races in a row where GoPro footage is not to be had because there's a lot to learn from it. It's entertaining as well. So we'll you know, try and come up with a better process to really make sure we get that footage next time. Well, you know, luckily we're back next weekend, back at Berlin for another 75 lap race. And so, and that is June 1st. So looking forward to that. So thank you guys for watching, and we will see y'all then.